Hi, welcome. We're so excited. I see a couple people viewing. This is going to be recorded because we are going to post this on YouTube. We are going to take time to share with as many people as we can about the ReAlign retreat that's coming up in March. But we're prepping for it now. We're getting the advertisements done. We're marketing now so that you guys can get it for a discounted price, because Joanna, who's already over in our precious state, our country that we are going to be hosting in, Germany, and myself and a couple others are already making financial investments, already prepping the ground, already praying and preparing for the 30 beautifully selected women of God that will be with us at the retreat. So we've come on today to invite you to a live event, which is going to be held on Monday at 11:30 Eastern. And we are going to ask you guys to come on Zoom with us and ask all your questions. So, or prepare in advance if you have any questions from what we're talking about today. And just shoot us a private message. You can either shoot it to Joanna Emanuel. This is my dear friend, Joanna, my ministry partner, my co-author in our book, Overcoming, but also just a dear, dear, dear sister and friend of mine. So Joanna, hi, thank you for being here. I'll give you the microphone in a moment. You know I like to talk, ladies, hence the reason I'm a speaker. But Joanna and I know each other. We go way back. We have actually walked in the Black Forest together. We have, she's been here at my house. I've been there in her land, in her territory. And we've bridged this massive gap between the many miles with Heart Connection. So she's my safe place. She's a sister and I love her dearly. And I'm so excited to be able to do this retreat with her and several other really phenomenal women. So Joanna, I would love to give you the microphone, let you share a little bit about the event that we're going to be hosting, but also about the retreat. So passing the mic to you.
I have to say likewise. I am super excited we get to do this together. And you can see it in our background. We would like to offer this precious event, which is maybe less an event than an oasis that we are inviting you to experience, where you can rest, find restoration, and be reignited in body, soul, and spirit, just like you can read it here in the background. It will be 3 to 4 very special days that you can arrive in this one of my favorite places in the world. Like I spent my childhood in the mountains, as I know you did also, just in a different place in the world, Kimmy in Colorado. And this is really one picturesque place beyond words. That air that you will breathe there already will be a little bit closer to heaven because it's so fresh. So it will be an experience for your body, but also for your soul and your spirit, as we will be going deep into encounters with Papa God. And you will have a sneak peek of this at the event on Monday, 11:30 EST in the morning, lunchtime, where you can get a little glimpse of this already. And those who have been in the Overcoming Challenge have already experienced how brilliant Kimmy leads us into these moments of deep relaxation that you will experience at the retreat. But it will not only be a moment and a nice memory, but we also have sessions in which you encounter Papa God so deeply that it will be life-changing, and you will be equipped with tools during these couple of days in some of these sessions that you can carry home and implement into your life. You will learn how to set boundaries in a new way that will keep you in this place of peace that we get to live out of, this place of rest in Papa God's heart. And also experience how He rewrites places in your life where you may have wounded or stabbed into your heart over and over and over again, so that this wound can heal and you just feel a new freedom to walk back into your everyday life with. That, it will be just so good. So we're excited. You can read it up here: realigned, rejuvenated, and refreshed. This is the outcome. And come to our sneak peek on Monday.
Mhm.
You have a first taste of this.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm just getting to partner with some of the people that I've hosted retreats with before, that I've done online summits with, and then coming together to create an atmosphere in person where we're coming together. We are bringing a peaceful and safe atmosphere. It is a retreat space I've actually hosted in prior. Like I was here nearly 4 years ago, so it'll be about 4 years, coming back onto the same resort space. And really, like at that season of my life, I was walking through some extravagant heart hurts. And yet I was still leading, and I was still going deeper with the Lord, and He was creating things in me to lead and to speak and to give the tools that I was learning in that moment, in that season. But now I'm an author, a trained life coach, a public speaker, and coming back in to take more territory in this same exact space. And I love the fact that we aren't going to be in the same conference room. We're going to be underground. We're going to be in a top secret conference room. And I love this. And here's why, especially to my warrior women in this space. Like I have a page. We're streaming this live right now into the Arise Warrior Women Facebook group. So if you are not part of that and you're hearing this later, come over to that Rise Warrior Women Facebook group, become a part of that community. We just get a chance to learn who I am, learn who other people are who may be attending this retreat. But this retreat is a small, quiet, safe community of women. And I say community because we all learn and grow from one another. We all have a voice. We all get to speak up and share. That's why I like to keep my retreats small. It's not a conference. We cap out at 30 women because we want to make sure that if you want to speak, if you want to share, that you get a chance to be heard. Because it's about finding your voice. You don't have to be suppressed here. You're not being asked to sit in a chair and just absorb. You're asked to come into the dance and to be part of what's happening with this group of women. So we have leaders. We have a script as far as what the routine of the retreat will look like, but there's going to be plenty of space for ebbing and flowing. So I say in that ebb and flow that it's going to be a place of we'll have mindful movement. We have a mindful movement specialist who's coming in who specializes in anxiety and depression release. She talks about the importance of breath work and moving our bodies gently so that we can release traumas that we've been holding on to and walk into a space of new health in our bodies. We have a friend of mine who's coming in to be speaking on meditation and quietness of our minds. So really gearing our minds to just say, no, I'm not going to deal with the trash the world's throwing at me today. I don't have to go there, but that we get to come into alignment with who we truly are. Way back in there, that childhood dream of who we were going to be. Maybe some of us, like I always dreamed of being a mom, and I'm a mom, right? Like Joanna, maybe you have dreamt of being an author and she's an author, right? But there are also points in our life that it's like, but I didn't live up, but I didn't get there, but I haven't. And those spots, that's where we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're not done yet.
No.
You're not done yet. So we're inviting you to come in and see what the more is.
Yes.
My favorite thing is when people ask me, hey, Kim, is it this or this? And I'm like, yes, and both. And there's more.
Yes.
Because there's always more. There's always something more.
Yeah.
So we're excited, as you can tell, both of us are sitting here going, oh, there's so much more to offer. And Allie, I see you on here. Hi, sweet girl. And Lavonda. Lavonda was at my first retreat with me and actually spoke on just hearing God's voice. And oh, it was so fabulous to have Lavonda at that retreat. And now being able to go 4 years later and be like, hey, we're both authors, we're both life coaches, we're both retreat leaders. And just being able to partner together, even in prayer and excitement. There are definitely going to be opportunities if this retreat space isn't for you at this time, but you still feel like you want to partner with us in some way. Maybe it's a retreat in the future. We have another retreat coming up in Colorado with Joanna and myself and another dear friend of ours in May. So we're just dropping that. It is not the same as this retreat. That's actually geared to writers. But we have other retreats coming up. And maybe that's something that you're more interested in or more doable for you. Maybe the timing isn't right. Or maybe you don't necessarily need this. You just want to come along and partner with us for the women who do desire this space. So there are multiple ways you can get involved. And I'm going to just share a couple of those right now because we have two actual real life needs. One is if you are in a position that you are not able to come, but you feel like paying it forward for someone else to attend. Maybe you cannot pay the $9.97, but you could give $97, or you could pay $197 or $4.97. Whatever it is that you would like to donate to somebody else's breakthrough, to somebody else's retreat space. I know there's many military wives in Germany who would like to come to this, but they're stay-at-home moms and they're on one set and fixed income. And they just cannot afford at this time the $9.97, let alone the $14.97 that it actually takes to get all of the leaders there and all of the people there. So if finances are something that you could donate to, please, please, please let me know. I'm going to send a link to our Venmo account for our ministry team. And we would love for you to donate into that space so that we could donate that money into somebody else's retreat. We want to make this accessible to everybody. So that is something that is deeply on our hearts as leaders, is to help get women there, even if I never, ever, ever want to have it be so that people can't financially afford this.
And we would like to encourage you, if it feels like it is you who needs to go there and you don't really know where to get this money from, to start praying into this and to start inviting your friends to sow into you as well, to find that money. Like, they will have some of the blessing if they invest in you to send you there so that you can come. They will share in the blessings also that you will take home, because you are good soil to sow into, but you will also, reap, and they will reap for sowing. So absolutely.
So
or
good.
maybe it's your husband who knows that you need this urgently, this rest, this restoration, this reignition. And Christmas is coming up and he might not quite know what to give you for Christmas.
Right.
So maybe your mom doesn't know, or your dad doesn't know, or you could just tell everyone, hey.
Or maybe it's all of them, right? Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's all of them. And you need to say, hey, this year, can you put what you would normally spend on me towards this retreat space. Like, I want to be able to go. I desperately need this. This is a time of restoration for my soul. The thing I always come back to is put your oxygen mask on first. You know, like you're sitting in an airplane and there's little children next to you and they tell you put yours on first and then the child's, or then the person that needs help next to you. Because if we don't have our oxygen masks on, how are we supposed to then be able to properly help the person next to us? And as a mom who often flew with 4 small children, that was hard for me to understand, because I was like, no, I'm going to take care of my kids first. And then the reality of the New Testament statement, love your God, love your neighbor as yourself. I have to take care of me first. So put on your oxygen mask, tell the people in your life, like, hey, I really need this getaway. This particular one speaks to the spirit inside of my desperate soul, and I need to be there. And watch God provide for you. This is going to be part of the miracle, is watching God provide for the women who come to this retreat. It's not just for people who can just throw cash out the window. It's for those of us who have to walk into the trust of, yes, I am good soil. Yes, I need to invest in myself. Yes, this is something I want. Yeah. I would give up my Starbucks coffee or my Sena pretzel, or I will give up something in order to get this weekend. Watch what happens. So for those of you interested in donating financially, we will leave a Venmo link so that you guys can donate into that. If Venmo is something you don't have, but you do have money and you want to get it to us, please reach out to us privately and we will give you another way to connect with us. That's not a problem. But there's also another way. We are looking for women who crochet or knit. So if you are not capable of coming and you don't have a financial overflow at this time in your life to donate that way, we are looking for women to knit or crochet for us. And we will share with you more privately about what that is that we're looking for specifically. So either reach out to Joanna or myself, and we will give you details on that. I don't want to share too much because that might spoil the surprise, but we are looking for women who know how to do that and can partner with us in that way. So for now, those are a couple of the areas of need of partnership. So I think we've covered our bases. Monday at 11:30 Eastern. If you are interested, I will drop a link here for people to be able to hop on that Zoom call. We're going to be sharing this with a couple of other places and communities, but Arise Warrior Women, thank you for being our test group as we get to run this live today. And then we are going to share this on other locations, yeah, platforms. So, all right, Joanna, did I miss anything?
I think we're good. Everything else on Monday. See you then. And hopefully see you there in March.
Yes. All right. Thanks, ladies. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Have a blessed weekend.